What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Danileigh is back in the news again. Apparently, she feels like she can just pick and choose anybody she wants to interact with in any business that she walks into. Now, I just spoke last week about how she had B. Simone removed from the Wild 'N Out set because she didn't want to engage with her due to the circumstances between her, the baby, B. Simone always having this campaign that she wanted to date the baby or whatever the case may be. Danileigh suspected that maybe B. Simone had actually had some type of interaction on a physical level with the baby. I kind of understood that. However, now Danileigh's currently in Chicago. She was supposed to do an interview this morning with WGCI, which is the top radio station in the city. Unfortunately, Danileigh actually wanted to have the radio host Kendra G removed from the interview as well. Unfortunately, things didn't go her way this time around. When she went to WGCI, Kendra G was not removed from the interview and the whole entire situation was canceled. The radio host actually went ahead and uploaded a video talking about how this thing played out, so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all hear it straight from her mouth. I don't want to add my own sauce to it, so let's go ahead and take a look at this clip.
This goofy ass person of the day award goes to Danileigh, and let me tell you why. Danileigh is in the city of Chicago. I don't know why. Probably got a high school appearance. Who the hell knows? But she was set to do an interview with the morning show, and she requested that I, Kendra G, be removed from the interview because she was uncomfortable talking to me. Girlfriend, this ain't wildin' out. You ain't gonna be Simone me. Now your whole interview has been canceled, but I'm trying to figure out why didn't you want to talk to me in the first place? I actually been on the radio defending your honor. I really felt the way when your baby daddy played you on that infamous IG Live and I defended you on the radio. Now, shout out to B. Simone, who I know in real life, rock with in real life, but I actually understood why you didn't want to do Wild 'N Out with her. But I'm still trying to figure out why the hell you ain't want to talk to me. Now, are you nervous? I'm going to ask you the questions that need to be asked. Like, are you still sleeping with your baby daddy after he beat your brother up and played you on the IG Live? And you know what? I probably would have asked you that question because I need to know. Because if you forgave him, that means I need to forgive him. Are you nervous I was going to bring up that whack-ass Yellowbone song? Girlfriend, I don't care. You can make a song about your skin tone and celebrate it. I love being a dark-skinned woman. Ain't no whack-ass song like that going to make me insecure about my complexion. Are you nervous that I was going to ask you, like, how did it feel to be a girlfriend thinking you was better than all the baby mamas just to become a baby mama and get treated worse? And you know what, Danileigh? I probably would have asked you all those questions because guess what? That's my job. That's what I do. I ask the questions that the people want to know. Maybe you should focus on your job, be in the studio and make a hit, and we got to talk about your music and not about your personal life. That's not my fault that your personal life is more relevant than your music. That's your fault. You around here trying to get people removed from interviews. It don't go down like that. Now you missed out on an opportunity to have a radio interview on #1 urban station in Chicago. And guess what? This opportunity might not come around again because your music ain't popping. So with that being said, sit your goofy ass down. Enjoy Chicago while you're here.
So as y'all can see, Kendra G is genuinely confused as to why Danileigh wanted to have her removed from taking part in the interview. She doesn't understand why she was targeted specifically, but she then goes on to say, well, were you trying to get me removed because you knew I was going to ask you these questions that you probably are trying to evade? Outside of that, there is no real rhyme or reason as to why Danileigh tried to have this woman removed. She's like, yo, I actually defended you when this story came out and I'm cool with B. Simone. So what was your problem with me? Was I too real for the intro? Now you're trying to do this a little bit too much. What you gonna do? Go to the next city and try to do the same thing? Try to dictate who's gonna be showing up on air to to interview you? You don't actually pay none of the staff. You don't actually run none of the shows. You ain't nobody's program director to be trying to make these type of calls. So at this point, you're really vilifying yourself unnecessarily. You're making yourself look bad. And as Kendra G said, your personal life and story is more known about in the public than your actual music, and you've been dropping some music lately. Matter of fact, the whole reason that you should have been at the radio station was to promote your music, but you just missed out on an opportunity to do so because you're trying not to speak to certain people when you go to certain places, and it makes absolutely no sense. You're not doing any favors for yourself career-wise. It's not like your music's being played on a lot of radio stations. I would suppose that maybe WGCI was going to play your music, but you just vetoed yourself out of that opportunity. So now when you point the finger, you still got 3 looking right back at you. So maybe you are indeed the problem. And of course, as always, I love to try to make this a teachable moment for other people that are watching. Artists, entertainers out there, man, don't be out here trying to act like you're so entitled, like you're bigger than the platform that you're going to. Because if you did not need them, you would not be showing up. You would not be booking these opportunities to go spread the word about your project or your single or whatever it is that you're working on. Not to say you're any less talented than you are, not to say you are less valuable as a person. However, when you're in the entertainment industry, everything is about perception, how you're perceived. Do people like you? Are people in agreement with the things that you say? All of these things matter. So when you play yourself in this type of fashion in the way that Danileigh did, of course, the public opinion is going to be swayed against you, which is going to contain extra work for you to get out of that mud. It's like jumping into quicksand and then wondering why you can't get out, and nobody's going to help you because they never really needed you in the first place, so you can drown. Not to mention, when it comes to radio outlets, yeah, you may offend somebody on this time around, but next time around when you have another project, another single, another movie, or something that you're trying to promote, guess what? You might not be welcome to come back. And if all of the places that have welcomed you in the past start backing out and not supporting you, who are you gonna have to back you when you have something important that you want to talk about? This is like media training 101. This is something that somebody like Danileigh, who's been around since she was probably 18 years old working with Prince, like, you would know this type of thing. But at this point, like I said, you're shooting yourself in the foot, you're doing yourself a disservice, and now you got to live with the results of whatever that comes with. You feel me? So at this point, I'm gonna leave it to y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, man. Are y'all still backing Danileigh? Do you understand where she's coming from with this? Because I don't. Are y'all in support of Miss Kendra G? Because I see everything that she's saying. It makes absolute sense, and I still don't understand why she would have been targeted to be removed from the interview. Who else was supposed to do it? I don't have the answers to none of those questions, but if you feel like you do, go ahead and let me know down below. Be sure to like and share this video. And if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get all updates, and I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.